Hi, I'm Rahul Joshi. In this video, I'll show you how to build an AI employee retention system in n8n. This workflow helps HR teams spot employee attrition risk before it becomes a resignation. It pulls employee data, engagement surveys, attendance, one-to-one notes, and performance reviews, then combines rule-based scoring with AI analysis to identify high-risk employees and alert HR automatically. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully automated system that continuously monitors employee health signals and gives HR a clear, data-driven view of who might need attention so you can take action early and improve retention across your organization. Step 1. Weekly retention analysis. Trigger. The workflow starts with a weekly schedule trigger. This runs the retention analysis automatically every week, so HR does not need to start the process manually. Step 2. Get employee master data. This Google Sheets node pulls the employee master data. It gets details like employee ID, name, email, department, manager, title, and tenure. Step 3. Get engagement survey data. This node reads engagement survey data. It brings in signals like current engagement score, previous quarter score, manager relationship score, career growth score, workload score, and eNPS response. Step 4. Get attendance data. This Google Sheets node pulls attendance data. It checks attendance rate, unplanned absences, late arrivals, login hours, and attendance trend. Step 5. Get one-to-one meeting notes. This node reads the latest one-to-one meeting notes. It brings in manager notes and sentiment tags, which help detect early employee dissatisfaction. Step 6. Get performance review data. This node pulls performance review data. It includes current rating, previous rating, rating trend, goals met percentage, and peer feedback score. Step 7. Merge. This merge node brings all 5 HR data sources together. Now the workflow has one combined data stream before creating a full employee profile. Step 8. Merge employee data sources. This code node creates one complete record per employee. It combines employee master data, survey data, attendance, one-to-one notes, and performance reviews into a single profile. Step 9. Compute rule-based risk signals. This code node calculates the first risk score. It checks signals like engagement decline, low attendance, eNPS detractor response, negative one-to-one sentiment, and declining performance. Step 10. Loop through employees. This node processes employees one by one. Each employee goes through the AI risk analysis and scoring flow separately. Step 11. Get today's risk results. This Google Sheets node is used after the employee loop completes. It reads today's risk results from the risk dashboard so the workflow can prepare the weekly summary. Step 12. Build weekly summary report. This code node builds the weekly HR digest. It summarizes total employees analyzed, high-risk employees, medium-risk employees, department breakdown, and top risk factors. Step 13. Send weekly HR digest email. This Gmail node sends the weekly retention report to HR, so the team receives one clean summary instead of checking every row manually. Step 14. Build local LLM prompt. Now we come back to the employee level analysis path. This code node prepares an anonymized prompt for the local LLM, so the model can analyze risk without seeing personal details like name or email. Step 15. Local LLM flight risk analysis. This AI node analyzes the employee's flight risk. It returns a risk score, risk level, key factors, and recommended action. Step 16. Parse LLM risk assessment. This code node parses the AI response. It extracts the LLM risk score, risk level, key factors, and recommended action. Step 17. Check LLM parse success. This if node checks whether the AI response was parsed correctly. If it worked, the workflow continues to composite scoring. If it failed, it moves to the fallback path. Step 18. Notify admin LLM failure. If the LLM output fails, this Telegram node alerts the admin. It says the local LLM response was invalid and the workflow is falling back to rule-based scoring. Step 19. Fallback rule-based only. Score. This code node creates a backup score using only the rule-based calculation. This keeps the workflow running even if the AI model fails. Step 20. Calculate composite risk score. This code node combines the rule-based score and the LLM score. It creates the final composite risk score and assigns a low, medium, or high risk level. Step 21. Merge score paths. This merge node brings both scoring paths together. Whether the result came from the AI path or fallback path, the workflow continues from here. Step 22. Check high risk threshold. This if node checks whether the composite risk score is 70 or above. If yes, the employee is treated as high risk. Step 23. Send high risk alert to HR. For high risk employees, this Telegram node sends an alert to HR. It includes the employee, department, score, key factors, recommended action, and manager. Step 24. Flag escalation in dashboard. This Google Sheets node updates the dashboard for high-risk employees. It marks the case as escalated so HR can follow up. Step 25. Log standard risk entry. For standard cases, this Google Sheets node logs the risk entry. It stores the score, risk level, key factors, recommended action, and parse status. Step 26. Merge risk outcomes. This merge node combines the high risk and standard paths. After each employee is processed, the workflow loops back until the full batch is complete. That's the complete AI employee retention system in n8n. It pulls HR data from multiple sources, merges everything into one employee profile, calculates rule-based risk, runs AI flight risk analysis, handles fallback scoring, alerts HR for high-risk employees, logs results, and sends a weekly retention digest. For HR teams, this means they can spot attrition risk earlier, take action faster, and support employees before it's too late. If you want to keep building AI systems like this one, come join the free Skool community, links below. I share free n8n automations, step-by-step setup guides, and the actual JSON file for every workflow I post a video on, including this. See you in the next one.